everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Sana and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 24th and 25th of July 2022. Let's start. Banthia Commission report, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which field? So the Supreme Court has actually accepted the report of the Banthia Commission and has directed the Maharashtra State Election Commission to hold the elections as per the report. Okay. So it creates the way for the political reservation for the candidates belonging to the OBC in the local bodies election in the state. And the candidates will get 27% political reservation in the local self-government election in the state. Okay. So correct answer would be reservation in the local bodies. Fine. Now let's see some of the important ministries that were in news. Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021, which was seen in the news recently, is associated with which ministry? So the government has prohibited import of human embryos in line with the Assisted Reproductive Technology Act 2021. So this was announced by the Directorate General of Foreign Trade, and earlier imports were prohibited except for research purposes based on the guidelines of the Department of Health Research. So surrogacy is a kind of practice where a woman gives birth to a child for an intending couple with the intention to hand over the child after the birth to that particular couple. Okay. So it is related to Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Which Union Ministry's website has been ranked first in the National E-Governance Service Delivery Assessment? So the first among all Union Ministries website in this assessment is Ministry of Home Affairs. Okay. And Digital Police Portal was at second position. Agriculture Ministry launched the platform of platforms under which scheme? So it has been launched under National Agriculture Market Scheme, and it was launched by our Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar. So it was launched at the State Agriculture and Horticulture Ministers Conference that was held in Bangalore in the state of Karnataka. And with this platform of platforms, farmers can now sell the produce outside their state borders, which will obviously increase the price realization, right? In which city Ministry of Culture hosted the Dhamma Kakka Day 2022 celebration? It was celebrated in Sarnath. Which bank subsidiary partnered with Ministry of External Affairs to set up a trilateral development cooperation fund? This is State Bank of India. Also don't forget that SBI has recently launched the WhatsApp banking services, and users can check their account balance and they can also get the mini statement from their WhatsApp application. Okay. Next question. Who has been selected as the 15th President of India? So Draupadi Murmu, who is the NDA's presidential candidate, emerged victorious in the presidential election with 64.03% votes. And she bagged a total of 6,76,803 votes over her rival Yashwant Sinha, who has got 3,80,177 votes. So Draupadi Murmu also scripted history and she became the first tribal leader to be elected as the President of India. Also don't forget that she is the 15th President of India. Okay. Coming to the question slide, who has been elected as the Sri Lanka's new president after Gotabaya Rajapaksa? So Sri Lankan MPs have elected the Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe as the country's new president. So he defeated his main rival in this, whose name is Dulles Alahappe Ruma. So Sri Lanka's ex-president Gotabaya Rajapaksa fled the country last week after thousands of protesters stormed his presidential residences calling for his resignation. And also they had called for the resignation of Wickremesinghe, right? Which of the company and Bharat Electronics have an agreement for the supply of the airborne defense suit? This is the country Belarus. Also don't forget that a few days back Russia has announced to provide their Skander-M tactical missile system to the country Belarus. Which company has partnered with the GOBP to help accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles? This is Zomato. Okay. Next question. Which institution has released a report titled as a proposal for the digital banks in India licensing and regulatory regime? So this particular report has been released by Niti Aayog recently. And this report recommends a calibrated approach that comprises of issue of a restricted digital bank license, enlistment in a regulatory sandbox framework that is enacted by Reserve Bank of India, and issuance of a full-scale digital bank license. Okay, so only thing you have to remember is this report belongs to Niti Aayog. Let's see some of the important reports. As per the report, Basic Road Statistics in India 2018 to 19, which state has the largest network of the national highways, state highways as well as the rural roads? So this was released by Transport Research Wing of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. So it covers the information relating to road length, then surface of roads, major initiatives of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. So India has a network of 63,31,757 kilometers of roads on 31st of March 2019, which is the second largest in the world. And Maharashtra has the largest network of national highways, state highways as well as rural road. Okay. Which Indian state has reported the cases of black fever or Kala Azar disease? So recently West Bengal has reported the cases of black fever. Also don't forget that Marburg virus has been recently reported from Ghana. India reported its first monkeypox case in which state or the Union Territory? So we have reported our very first monkeypox case from the state Kerala. Which institution releases the Global Gender Gap Report? So this is the report from World Economic Forum. And which country was at the top? Iceland. And India's rank was 135 among 146 countries. In Coursera's Global Skills Report 2022, India's overall skill proficiency has dropped 4 places to be ranked at 68th globally. Which nation came out on the top in this report? So in this report, Switzerland was at the top, second was Denmark, third was Indonesia, and fourth was Belgium. Okay, and what was the India's rank? It was 68th. Fine. Next question. Which is the first port in India to become a full landlord major port of India? So Jawaharlal Nehru Port from the state Maharashtra has become the first 100% landlord major port of India, with all berths being operated on PPP model, means public-private partnership model. So this is one of the leading container ports of the country, and it is ranked 26th among the top 100 global port. So this terminal will also handle ro-ro vessels, which will not only lower the logistic cost and reduce the transit time, but it will also contribute in reducing the congestion in the roads. Fine. Now in the next slide, we'll see some of the important airports that were in news. Who recently won the bid to develop the Jewar Airport in Uttar Pradesh? So this Jewar Airport would be constructed in Uttar Pradesh and the bid has been won by Tata Project. Devgarh International Airport, which was recently inaugurated, is located in which state? This international airport lies in the state of Jharkhand. The Union Road Ministry has approved the construction of the greenfield connectivity to the Jewar International Airport in Uttar Pradesh and to which state? So this greenfield connectivity would be constructed between Uttar Pradesh and Haryana. Which Indian airport was named the best regional airport in India and in South Asia in Skytrax World Airport Award? This is Bengaluru International Airport. Don't forget that COVID Champion Award was recently won by Cochin International Airport, where at Wings India, that was conducted at Hyderabad. Bangalore International Airport Limited has partnered with which bank for a one-stop payment solution? This is Kotak Mahindra Bank. Okay. Next question. The World Bank has approved a loan of $1 billion to support which program in India? So the World Bank has approved a loan of $1 billion to provide support to India's flagship Prime Minister Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission. Okay. So this loan includes two complementary loans of 500 million each, and namely for transforming India's public health system for pandemic preparedness program and India's enhanced health service delivery program. Okay. Now let's see some of the important international current affairs. India signed a memorandum of understanding for judicial cooperation and prospect for IT companies and startups with which country? So India and Maldives signed MOU for judicial cooperation to accelerate the code digitization and boost the prospect for IT companies and startups in both the countries. So India was among the first countries to recognize the Maldives after its independence in the year 1965 and to establish the diplomatic relations with the country. And Maldives has a strategic importance in geographic location of the Maldives with respect to the key international shipping lanes. Okay. So you can be asked that which two countries are associated with judicial cooperation and the prospect for IT companies? Answer would be India and Maldives. Which country has added Vietnam, Cambodia, Brunei and Macau to a human trafficking blacklist? So United States has added these countries to a human trafficking blacklist in its annual report. And this list already included Malaysia for their weak efforts to stop forced sex work or assist migrant laborers. Okay. And US has also added the country Belarus to the blacklist and placed Bulgaria on a watch list because it is not taking the trafficking seriously. Okay. Which country is under a severe threat of Varroa mite plague? So Australian authorities have killed millions of honeybees recently in an effort to stop a catastrophic parasite plague from spreading to the other parts of the country. So honey sector, which is Australia's multi-million-dollar business, is under severe threat from the outbreak of this Varroa mite. And it is a kind of parasitic bug that attacks and feeds on honeybees. Okay. Mario Draghi, who recently resigned from his post, was the Prime Minister of which country? So he was the Prime Minister of Italy, and recently he has resigned after a collapse in support among his coalition backers. Also, he was a former president of the European Central Bank, and the country has been fighting inflation surge and an economic slowdown these days. Okay. India signed a memorandum of understanding with which country for reintroduction of cheetah and wildlife conservation? Actually, a memorandum of understanding was signed by Union Environment Minister of India and Deputy Prime Minister of Namibia in New Delhi, right? So it creates the way for reintroduction of 8 cheetahs in Kuno National Park in the state of Madhya Pradesh. And this MOU also covers the cooperation on wildlife conservation and sustainable biodiversity utilization. So India will train Namibian candidates in wildlife management courses at the Wildlife Institute of India. Okay. So here correct answer would be Namibia. Okay. Can you tell me at least 3 national parks from the state of Madhya Pradesh? Do let me know in the comments. Next question. What is the rank of India in the 2022 edition of Henley Passport Index? So in the 2022 edition of Henley Passport Index, Indian passport is ranked at 87 as it provides easy access to 57 countries. So Japan is at the first place of the index with hassle-free entry to total 193 countries, and Singapore and South Korea have the next powerful passport in the world with access to 192 countries. And Indian passports had access to just 23 destinations in 2020. Fine. Now let's see some of the important indices and ranks. Which state is ranked first in the Niti Aayog's India Innovation Index? So Karnataka has been ranked first in this index for the 3rd time in a row. And the first edition was released in October 2019 and second in January 2021. So this index ranks the states and the union territories on the basis of innovation capabilities. So Karnataka is then followed by Telangana at 2nd position and Haryana at 3rd and Maharashtra at 4th position respectively. Okay. So Manipur topped the northeastern and hilly state section and Chandigarh won the union territory and city states category. Fine. What is Bengaluru's position in the Startup Genome Global Startup Ecosystem ranking? In this, Bengaluru is ranked at 22nd position. What is India's rank among the top recipients of FDI in the last calendar year according to the UNCTAD World Investment Report? So we are at 7th position. Don't forget that USA is the top recipient of FDI currently. China is the 2nd and Hong Kong is the 3rd. Which state topped in the Delta rankings of Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Rural Mission in the month of June? This is Jharkhand. Which is the most expensive city in India for the foreign employees as per the Mercer's 2022 Cost of Living City ranking? So this ranking has been topped by Mumbai, means Mumbai has been considered as the most expensive city for the foreign employees. At 2nd position there was New Delhi, and the least expensive cities were Pune and Kolkata. Okay. You have to tell me what was the rank of Mumbai overall in this ranking. Next question. Which state topped the utilization of funds under Smart City Mission? So as per a recent government data, Tamil Nadu tops the list of states so far as utilization of funds under Smart City Mission. So Tamil Nadu has spent over 3,932 crore rupees out of the 4,333 crore rupees that has been released by the center. And Uttar Pradesh is at the 2nd position with utilization of 2,699 crore rupees out of the release of the 3,142 crore rupees by the government. So Smart Cities Mission was launched on 25th of June 2015, right? Let's see some of the important states that were in news. Which Indian state recently conducted its first ever survey of black bucks? This is the state Andhra Pradesh. And what is the reason? Because they want to develop a conservation plan so as to save this endangered species. Under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, what percentage of states' annual proposals are to be made with the new technologies? So under this Yojana, now 15% of the annual proposals have to be made with the new technologies. Which is the first Indian state to connect all the commercial vehicles equipped with the tracking device with emergency response support system? So the first state to do so is Himachal Pradesh. Godhan Nyaya Yojana is a scheme implemented in which Indian state? This is the scheme from Chhattisgarh. state. Which state celebrated Happiness Utsav to mark the 4th anniversary of its happiness curriculum? This is New Delhi. Next question. When is the World Chess Day celebrated every year? So this day is observed on 20th of July every year, and also it is known as International Chess Day, because on the same day in the year 1924 the International Chess Federation, that is FIDE, was founded in Paris. Okay, so don't forget that we observe the World Chess Day on 20th of July. Let's see some of the important days. What is the theme of the World Brain Day 2022? So this day is marked every year on 22nd of July. Why? To increase the public awareness and promote advocacy related to the brain health. And this year, what was the theme? Brain health for all. Okay. And this campaign will focus on 5 key messages globally. First is awareness, then prevention, then advocacy, then education, and then access. Okay. When is the International Moon Day celebrated annually? We celebrate the International Moon Day on 20th of July. When is the Nelson Mandela Day observed every year? It is observed on 18th of July. When is the World Day for International Justice observed? It is observed on 17th of July. As per a recent notification, free COVID-19 precaution dose for all the citizens above 18 years are provided for how many days? So free COVID-19 precaution dose is to be provided to all the citizens who are above 18 years for total 75 days. Why 75? To celebrate the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. When is the International Malala Day observed? It is observed on 12th of July. Okay. Next question. Which is the venue of the Asian Games in 2023? So Olympic Council of Asia has confirmed that the postponed Asian Games will be held in China from 23rd of September to 8th of October in 2023. And the Asian Games were scheduled to be held in September 2022, but the OCA announced the postponement until 2023 due to rise in the COVID-19 cases in China earlier this year, right? Let's see some of the important venues. Which is the venue of the 13th Petersburg Climate Dialogue 2022? So the 13th Petersburg Climate Dialogue began recently in Berlin. And this 2-day ministerial meet is chaired by Germany and Egypt, which are the host of annual climate meet COP27. So this meet proposes to build consensus and provide political directions to resolve the divergences in improving the implementation of climate action, which is actually the core goal of COP27. Which is the venue of the CII Exim Bank Conclave on India-Africa Growth Partnership 2022? This is New Delhi. Which is the venue of the National Conclave on Mines and Minerals? Answer would be New Delhi. Which is the venue of the Natural Farming Conclave in 2022? This is Surat. Which is the venue of the National Conference on Cyber Safety and the National Security? Again, answer is New Delhi. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.